US Open tennis. Andrey Rublev v Grigor Dimitrov on serve in the first set. Grigor Dimitrov service game. And it's juice on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. And so Grigor Dimitrov held serve. So on serve in the first set, Grigor Dimitrov with a service hold. So next service game in this match in the first set, Andrey Rublev. So Andrey Rublev service game on serve in the first set. US Open tennis, Andrey Rublev v Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev service game. And Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just out. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. And Andrey Rublev with a second serve on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre. Grigor Dimitrov backhand return, but clip the top of the net. So let second serve. So a retaken second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. And Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, but just hits the net. So double fault. So love 15 on this Andrey Rublev service game on serve in the first set. Andrey Rublev a wide serve. Clips the top of the net maybe, but another serve still for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev was centre to wide serve of the box. That's just out, so this is second serve for Andrey Rublev. Andrey Rublev with a serve towards centre of the box just hits the net, so double fault and love 30 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre box, but Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand slice return to the centre, and then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the left, but just hits the net, and it's love 40. 3 break points for Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev with a serve to centre with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov with a forehand return to right, and then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the left, but just out, and Grigor Dimitrov leads in the first set with a breaker serve. So Grigor Dimitrov service game, and Grigor Dimitrov leads the first set with a breaker serve. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve, but just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. And Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to centre just out, so double fault. So love 15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box, but just out, so second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box. Andrey Rublev backhand return. Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to left with a bit of jet for Andrey Rublev with backhand return to the right, and then Grigor Dimitrov hits a backhand to the left, but just hits the net. So love 30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game, and straight after that point, a change of racket for Grigor Dimitrov. So love 30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, but just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a second serve on this point, and Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to centre box. Andrey Rublev forehand return, and Grigor Dimitrov strikes forehand to left with depth. Andrey Rublev backhand side turn, and Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the right, and it's a forehand winner from Grigor Dimitrov. So 15-30, forehand winner struck to the right by Grigor Dimitrov on that point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre with depth. Andrey Rublev forehand return to the right, just out. So 30 all. Serve with depth to the centre by Grigor Dimitrov on that point. So 30 all on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov leads the first set of a breaker serve. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to centre of the box with depth. Andrey Rublev forehand return, and backhand side to centre, a bit of depth by Grigor Dimitrov, and Andrey Rublev forehand to the right. Grigor Dimitrov with backhand side turn again, forehand Andrey Rublev, and a backhand from Grigor Dimitrov to the left is just out. So 30-40, break point for Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. So 30-40 and break point for Andrey Rublev. And Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box there for Andrey Rublev, backhand return, and Grigor Dimitrov a bit further forward, strikes a forehand to the left with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov at net, and Andrey Rublev with a backhand shot to the right, just hits the net, so deuce on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, but just hits the net, so second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box. Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand return to the right, and it's a forehand return winner ace by Andrey Rublev. Forehand return winner ace struck by Andrey Rublev off returning a Grigor Dimitrov serve. So break point for Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, but just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve, with a wide serve. Andrey Rublev backhand turn centre. Grigor Dimitrov with forehand to the right, and Andrey Rublev with forehand to the right. Grigor Dimitrov forehand. Andrey Rublev backhand. Dimitrov forehand, and Rublev backhand again. And then a forehand from Grigor Dimitrov struck to the left, and it's a winner. Forehand winner struck to the left by Grigor Dimitrov. So juice. Grigor Dimitrov with a point to potentially hold this service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve just out, so second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. And Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre. Andrey Rublev forehand return. Backhand slice to the left with depth by Grigor Dimitrov, and Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to the right with depth. Grigor Dimitrov returns again. Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to the left with depth. Grigor Dimitrov turns. Rublev forehand. And then Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand drop shot to the right, but just hits the net. So juice on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre with depth. Andrey Rublev backhand return depth centre, and Grigor Dimitrov strikes one to the left with depth. Andrey Rublev turns. And after a shot also, forehand Andrey Rublev, backhand Grigor Dimitrov, forehand Rublev, Grigor Dimitrov with backhand to the centre, then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the left with depth. Grigor Dimitrov forehand return. Andrey Rublev forehand to the right, backhand slice by Grigor Dimitrov, bit of depth left, and Andrey Rublev forehand to the right. Grigor Dimitrov turns. Then forehand to the right by Andrey Rublev, backhand slice again Grigor Dimitrov. And then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the right with a bit of depth, and Grigor Dimitrov for a backhand return to the right hits the net a bit. So break point for Andrey Rublev. Longest rally of the match at this point, on that point, with 18 shots. Break point for Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. And Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the central box. Andrey Rublev forehand return. Forehand to forehand, ball striking. But the last shot of the rally, Andrey Rublev's forehand to left just hits the net. So juice on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov leads the first set with a breaker serve. Juice on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Fourth juice of this game on the service game of Grigor Dimitrov in the first set. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve, with a wide serve with depth, and Andrey Rublev gets a bit of forehand racket on it, but can't get the ball much further. Wide serve with depth on that point from Grigor Dimitrov. So Grigor Dimitrov potentially with a point to hold serve and maintain the breaker serve lead for Grigor Dimitrov in this first set. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, but clips the top of the net. So let first serve. So retaken first serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. And Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve, but just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. And Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre to wide of the box. Andrey Rublev backhand return to the right, but then Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand driver to the right, and Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand winner to the right to hold that service game, and Grigor Dimitrov maintains the breaker serve lead in the first set, holds that service game, winning that last point with a backhand winner struck to the right. So Andrey Rublev service game. Grigor Dimitrov leads the first set with a breaker serve. And Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, but just hits the net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre. Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand return to the left, but just out. So 15-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace. 30-love. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, but just hits the net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. And Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, Grigor Dimitrov backhand return. And then Andrey Rublev strikes a backhand to the right, but just hits the net. So 30-15. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve with depth, Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice turn, and a bit further forward, just by the net, Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the right and a forehand winner. 40-15. Andrey Rublev with a serve to centre with depth, Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice return with depth, Andrey Rublev beforehand to the left, backhand slice, Grigor Dimitrov to the left with depth, but just out. So that service game is held. Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov leading the Grigor Dimitrov service game next in this set, and Grigor Dimitrov leading the first set with a breaker serve. Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, Andrey Rublev backhand return to the left. Then Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand with a bit of depth, and Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the right, but just out. So 15-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve with a wide serve, clips top of the net and bounces just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box. Andrey Rublev backhand turn, backhand slice, Grigor Dimitrov right. Andrey Rublev with shots left, Grigor Dimitrov backhand, Andrey Rublev forehand. And then backhand to backhand ball striking on. Then Grigor Dimitrov with forehand to the centre with depth. Now to 1 to 2 shots each or so. 2 to 3 shots each or so. Andrey Rublev with a forehand, and Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand to the left with depth. Andrey Rublev returns, and then Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the left, just out. So 15-all. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box, but just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. And Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, Andrey Rublev backhand turn to left, and Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand after one. And Andrey Rublev with a return, and then Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand to the right, but just out. So 15-30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov leading the first set with a breaker serve. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre with depth, and Andrey Rublev gets a bit of forehand racket on it but can't get it much further, so 30-all. Serve with depth to the centre by Grigor Dimitrov on that point. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve with depth. Andrey Rublev returns, and Grigor Dimitrov a bit further forward. For a forehand struck to the right with depth, and Andrey Rublev with a backhand lob return to the left, just out. So 40-30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a centre to wide serve box. Andrey Rublev turns depth and then backhand slice. Grigor Dimitrov and Andrey Rublev strikes fine to left with depth. Grigor Dimitrov with backhand lob return to the left, just out. So juice. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box with depth, and Andrey Rublev with a forehand return to the left, just hits the net. So Grigor Dimitrov potentially with a point to hold serve to maintain the breaker serve lead in the first set. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. And Grigor Dimitrov with a serve, the wide serve, just out. So double fault and juice on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre with depth, and Andrey Rublev gets a bit of backhand racket on it, but can't get it much further. Serve to the centre with depth by Grigor Dimitrov on that point. So potentially a point for Grigor Dimitrov to hold serve and maintain the breaker serve lead in the first set for Grigor Dimitrov. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve towards centre of clip, stop net, and bounces a bit out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a centre to wide serve box. Andrey Rublev returns with depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand to backhand ball striking. Backhand slice to left with depth by Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev turns and backhand to right by Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev turns and then Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the left with depth, and Andrey Rublev with a forehand shot return to the left, just out. And that service game is held, and Grigor Dimitrov maintains the breaker serve lead in the first set. So Andrey Rublev service game, 50, and Grigor Dimitrov just won a point. So 15-all on this Andrey Rublev service game. Grigor Dimitrov leads the first set with a breaker serve. Breaker serve leads in the first set for Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just hits the net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve to centre, and Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand turn to left, just hits the net. So 30-15. So 30-all on this Andrey Rublev service game. And Andrey Rublev with a serve to centre with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand slice return. Just hits the net, so 40-30. Andrey Rublev with a serve to centre, just hits the net, so second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. And Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, Grigor Dimitrov backhand return with depth to the right, and then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the right after that, just out. So juice on this Andrey Rublev service game. So Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov a backhand slice return to left, hits the net a bit. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just hits the net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve with a wide serve, clips off net and bounces just out. So double fault and juice on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, clips top net and bounces a bit out. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre, Grigor Dimitrov backhand size 10. Andrey Rublev strikes fine to the right with depth, Grigor Dimitrov backhand size 10. Andrey Rublev another fine to right, Grigor Dimitrov backhand size return again. And again, and Andrey Rublev another forehand to the right, Grigor Dimitrov hits a backhand turn to left with depth, and then hits another backhand after an Andrey Rublev shot. Then a short angled backhand slice to the right by Andrey Rublev, and it's a winner. Backhand short angled slice for Andrey Rublev, and it's a winner. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve depth, Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice turns left with depth, Andrey Rublev fine, and then Grigor Dimitrov strikes fine to the right with depth, but just out. So that service game is held. So Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov leads the first set with a breaker serve. And Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre with depth, and Andrey Rublev a backhand return to the right just hits the net. So 15-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov rather with a serve to the centre. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre just out, so second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov for a wide serve, Andrey Rublev backhand return to the right. Grigor Dimitrov nice backhand bit of depth, and Andrey Rublev forehand to left with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov turns, and Andrey Rublev backhand, and then forehand, ball striking, and again, and then a backhand slice, Grigor Dimitrov, and Andrey Rublev forehand to the right with a bit of depth. Grigor Dimitrov with backhand to the right, struck with depth, and then Andrey Rublev a forehand return to left, a bit out. So 30-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. $13 shots on that point just played. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve, with a wide serve with depth, and Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand return to the centre, but a bit out. And it's 40-love and 3 set points for Grigor Dimitrov on this Grigor Dimitrov service game to potentially lead this match by 1 set to love. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre just hits the net, so second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box. Andrey Rublev forehand returns right, then Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand to right with depth, but just out. So 40-15, 2 set points for Grigor Dimitrov on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre of the box of depth, and Andrey Rublev with backhand return to the right, a bit out. Oh, another serve. Oh, maybe a first serve, so maybe a retaken serve on this point for Grigor Dimitrov. Maybe a retaken first serve for Grigor Dimitrov. So Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace. Game and first set, Grigor Dimitrov 6-3, and Grigor Dimitrov leads the match by 1 set to love. So first service game of the second set. Andrey Rublev with the first service game of the second set. Grigor Dimitrov leads the match by 1-0. Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve, wide serve just out. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. First service game of the second set. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just hits the net, so double fault. So love 15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, clips top of the net. Maybe. Another serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. At least. Andrey Rublev with a serve. Wide serve just hits the net. Oh, double fault. 1 serve out, 1 at the net. So double fault. And love 30 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre with depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slides turns to left with depth. Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to the right with depth, and then Grigor Dimitrov forehand return to the centre with depth. Now after 2 shots each or so, Andrey Rublev with backhand to the left. Grigor Dimitrov with backhand strikes to the right with depth. Andrey Rublev turns and backhand to the right strike with depth by Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev turns, and then Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the right with depth, and Andrey Rublev a bit of backhand racket on it, can't get it much further. So 3 break points for Grigor Dimitrov on this Andrey Rublev service game, the first game of the second set. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve with depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice return, but then a bit further forward, Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the left, and it's a winner. 15-40 and 2 break points for Grigor Dimitrov rather. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre with depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice turn. Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the left with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov gets a backhand slice shot return, but hits the net a bit. So 30-40 and break point for Grigor Dimitrov on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve with depth. Grigor Dimitrov for a backhand slice return, just hits the net. So juice, serve with depth on that wide serve from Andrey Rublev on that point. So juice on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to centre with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand slice return, just hits the net. So a point potentially for Andrey Rublev to hold this service game, the first game in the second set. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just out. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. And Andrey Rublev with a wide serve. Grigor Dimitrov backhand turn. Andrey Rublev forehand struck to the left with depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice turn. Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to the left with depth. Grigor Dimitrov returns again. And Rublev forehand, Dimitrov backhand, Rublev. Dimitrov forehand, ball striking second forehand, Andrey Rublev. Then Grigor Dimitrov strikes backhand to left with depth. Andrey Rublev turns and back. Forehand struck right by Grigor Dimitrov. And after 1 shot each, also Grigor Dimitrov with backhand. Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the right. And then Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the left with a bit of depth, and Andrey Rublev a bit of forehand racket on it, but can't get it much further. So juice on this Andrey Rublev service game. Grigor Dimitrov, Andrey Rublev, Andrey Rublev, Andrey Rublev holds serve. So Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov raise serve to centre. Andrey Rublev forehand return, forehand ball striking of 2 shots each. And Andrey Rublev backhand. Grigor Dimitrov strikes forehand to the right with depth. Andrey Rublev forehand return. And then Grigor Dimitrov a bit further forward. Strikes a forehand to the left, and it's a forehand winner. So 15-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to centre with depth. Andrey Rublev forehand return a bit further forward. Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand to the left with depth, and Andrey Rublev with backhand shot return to the left. Just hits the net. So 30-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, clips top net and bounces just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve. Andrey Rublev forehand return, and Grigor Dimitrov with backhand to backhand slice. Grigor Dimitrov to the left with depth, and Andrey Rublev turns and backhand. Drop shots left by Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev onto it. Rublev's shot clips top net and over net. Rublev at net, and Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand passing shot to the left with both players in net, and it's a backhand passing shot winner on that shot by Grigor Dimitrov. So 40-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve with depth, and Andrey Rublev with backhand returns left a bit out, and that service game is held. So on serve at the start of the second set. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just hits the net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre of the box with depth. Grigor Dimitrov returns. Andrey Rublev forehand to the right. Grigor Dimitrov with backhand to the left, just hits the net. So 15-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve with depth from Grigor Dimitrov for a bit of backhand racket on it. Can't get the ball much further. So 30-love. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve. Grigor Dimitrov forehand return. Andrey Rublev forehand to the right, bit of depth, and then Grigor Dimitrov for a backhand return to the left. It's a bit out, so 40-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, and it's nice, and that service game is held on serve in the second set. So Grigor Dimitrov service game on serve in the second set. Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre of the box, a bit of depth. Andrey Rublev forehand return. Grigor Dimitrov strikes forehand to the right with depth. Andrey Rublev backhand return. Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the left with depth. Andrey Rublev forehand shot return. Bit of depth. Grigor Dimitrov returns. And then Andrey Rublev strikes a backhand to the right. And it's a winner. Backhand winner struck to the right by Andrey Rublev. Love 15. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve and an ace. Ace with a wide serve for Grigor Dimitrov. So 15-all on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre of the box. Andrey Rublev returns, and then Grigor, and then one shot each or so. Andrey Rublev backhand, Grigor Dimitrov forehand, backhand Andrey Rublev left, Grigor Dimitrov for backhand to the right, backhand to backhand, and then Grigor Dimitrov backhand clips the top of the net and bounces over, and then Andrey Rublev onto it, a bit further forward, strikes a forehand to the left, and strikes a forehand winner. 15-30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box, but just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to centre of the box, but clips top of the net and bounces. So retaken serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. And Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre of the box with a bit of depth. Andrey Rublev backhand return to the left with a bit of depth, and Grigor Dimitrov hits a forehand to the right, but just hits the net. So 2 break points for Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. 15-40 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. 2 break points for Andrey Rublev. And Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the central depth. Andrey Rublev turns, and Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand drop shot to the left, and Andrey Rublev gets onto it with a forehand slice shot to the right, but it hits the net a bit. So 30-40 and break point for Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. So Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre of the box depth. Andrey Rublev backhand spin. Grigor Dimitrov strikes one to the right with depth a bit further forward, and Andrey Rublev hits a backhand to the right, but just hits the net. So juice on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to centre, but just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to centre of the box with depth, and Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand, returns left with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov turns, and shot from Andrey Rublev, and Grigor Dimitrov returns, and then after another Andrey Rublev shot, Grigor Dimitrov a backhand turn, and Andrey Rublev at the net with a forehand volley to the right, but just out. So Grigor Dimitrov potentially with a point to point for Grigor Dimitrov to potentially hold this service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box with a bit of depth. Andrey Rublev turns, and then forehand ball striking. Backhand slice, Grigor Dimitrov to the right, a bit of depth. Andrey Rublev forehand. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice. Andrey Rublev forehand. Grigor Dimitrov strikes backhand to the right with depth. Andrey Rublev turns. Then Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand to the left with a bit of depth, and Andrey Rublev a forehand return to the left just out. So that service game is held. So on serve in the second set. So Andrey Rublev service game. Grigor Dimitrov just won the first point of this Andrey Rublev service game. So love 15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. On serve in the second set. Andrey Rublev with a second serve on this point. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice turns to right, bit of depth. Andrey Rublev turns. Forehand ball striking, and Grigor Dimitrov a forehand return shot, struck to left with a bit of depth, and then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to left, but just out. So love 30 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve towards centre wide the box, but just its net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev serve centre. Grigor Dimitrov forehand return to right bit depth. Andrey Rublev backhand. Then Grigor Dimitrov forehand. Backhand Andrey Rublev. Backhand slice Grigor Dimitrov to the right. Andrey Rublev forehand to left. Backhand slice left by Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev forehand bit of depth. And Grigor Dimitrov for backhand return with depth. And after one shot each or so, Andrey Rublev backhand. Grigor Dimitrov slice backhand. Andrey Rublev forehand. Grigor Dimitrov strikes the backhand to left, but just hits the net. So 15-30 on this Andrey Rublev service game. So Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, but just out. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. And Andrey Rublev with a wide serve. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice turns to right with depth. Andrey Rublev forehand. Grigor Dimitrov backhand. Forehand Andrey Rublev left with a bit of depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand return. Then forehand ball striking. Backhand to the left with a bit of depth by Andrey Rublev. Backhand slice to the right by Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev forehand with a bit of depth to the left. And then Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand slice to the left. Depth just out. So 30 all on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just hits the net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre box. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice return with depth, and then Andrey Rublev shot, and then backhand to backhand ball striking. Grigor Dimitrov with backhand to the right with depth. Andrey Rublev backhand shot return, then Grigor Dimitrov with forehand to the left with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov third forward close towards net, but then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand return with depth to the right, and Grigor Dimitrov gets a bit of forehand racket on it, but can't get the ball much further. So 40-30 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre box depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice turn depth. And Andrey Rublev with forehand with depth. Grigor Dimitrov slice backhand return. And then Andrey Rublev with another forehand to the left with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov a backhand slice turn to the right, just hits the net. So that service game is held, and it's on serve in the second set. Grigor Dimitrov. Grigor Dimitrov. Grigor Dimitrov service game. On serve in the second set. Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve with a wide serve. Andrey Rublev flying returns left. Grigor Dimitrov with a shot, and then backhand shot from Andrey Rublev, and then a backhand slice to the right from Grigor Dimitrov with a bit of depth, but just out. So love 15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. On serve in the second set. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box, but clips top of net and bounces just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box. Andrey Rublev flying return with depth. On Grigor Dimitrov with backhand with a bit of depth. But then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the right with a bit of depth, and Grigor Dimitrov gets a bit of backhand racket on it, but can't get it much further. Love 30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Love 30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the central box depth. Andrey Rublev strikes fine to left with depth. Grigor Dimitrov has depth. Andrey Rublev back for after one shot each or so. Andrey Rublev with a forehand struck to the right with a bit with depth, but just out. So 15-30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. On the serve in the second set. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to central box depth. Andrey Rublev backhand turn. Grigor Dimitrov with forehand with depth to left. And Andrey Rublev returns with backhand with depth to left. Grigor Dimitrov forehand return with depth. Andrey Rublev returns. And then Grigor Dimitrov a bit further forward in it, strikes a backhand to the right with depth, and it's a backhand winner. So 30-all on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve with depth. Andrey Rublev strikes forehand, returns left with depth. Grigor Dimitrov shot backhand. Andrey Rublev backhand slice. Grigor Dimitrov backhand. Andrey Rublev. Grigor Dimitrov with backhand with depth to the centre, and then Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to the right with depth, but a bit out. So 40-30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov. They serve to central depth. Andrey Rublev return. Backhand slice. Grigor Dimitrov and Andrey Rublev. Forehand to the right with depth. Grigor Dimitrov turns. And then a half volley to left by Andrey Rublev. Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey with a forehand return. But then Andrey Rublev with a backhand volley to the centre. And it's a winner. Juice on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov. Grigor Dimitrov just held serve, so 3-all. And it's on serve in the second set. Andrey Rublev service game on serve in the second set. Second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev serve center. Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand return to the right, but just out. So 15-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to center with depth. Grigor Dimitrov for arm return. Andrey Rublev strikes one to left with depth on Grigor Dimitrov returns. And back on Andrey Rublev. Back on strikes Grigor Dimitrov. One shot each or so, and Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the left with depth. Grigor Dimitrov with a forehand lob return. And then an overhead smash forward by Andrey Rublev to the right, and it's a winner. So 30-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, and it's an ace. So 40-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, just hits the net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev will serve to the central box. Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand return to the right with depth, but then Andrey Rublev with a forehand return to the left, and it's a winner. And that service game is held, so on serve in the second set. Grigor Dimitrov. Grigor Dimitrov. Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve center with depth. Andrey Rublev back on 10. Back on Grigor Dimitrov with depth, and back on Andrey Rublev. Backhand to backhand ball striking. Grigor Dimitrov for backhand to right, bit of depth. Andrey Rublev backhand to left with a bit of depth. Backhand slice, bit of depth from Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev turns, then backhand to backhand ball striking. Backhand slice, Grigor Dimitrov left with a bit of depth. Andrey Rublev forehand to left, and backhand Grigor Dimitrov. And then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the right, but just out. So 15-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. 15 shots. 15-shot rally in that point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre box depth. Andrey Rublev forehand return. But then Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the right with depth, and it's a winner. 30-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box, just hits the net, so second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov, they serve to centre, just hits the net, so double fault. 30-15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point, 30-15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve, just hits net, so double fault, and 30-all on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, clips top of the net and bounces a bit out, so second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. 30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game, and Grigor Dimitrov they serve to centre with depth. Andrey Rublev forehand return, and forehand ball striking. Backhand Andrey Rublev, backhand slice Grigor Dimitrov to the right with depth, and Andrey Rublev turns. Backhand Grigor Dimitrov, backhand Andrey Rublev. Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the right with depth, and then Andrey Rublev strikes a backhand return to the right, but just out. So 40-30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov. They serve to the centre of the box, just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, just out, double fault, and it's deuce on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box with depth. Andrey Rublev turns and forehand ball striking. Grigor Dimitrov then with a backhand to the centre, but just hits the net. So break point for Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve, just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. And Grigor Dimitrov with a serve, wide serve, Andrey Rublev backhand turn. Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand to the left, but just out. And Andrey Rublev with a breaker serve on returner serve. So Andrey Rublev leads the second set with a breaker serve. Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev leads the second set of a breaker serve. Andrey Rublev with serve sent to a depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice down. Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand with a bit of depth to the centre, and then Grigor Dimitrov hits a forehand to left, but just hits the net. So 15-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace. 30-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, just hits the net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve sent to the box. Grigor Dimitrov backhand 10. Andrey Rublev strikes one to the right, bit depth. Brian shots left, a bit depth from Grigor Dimitrov. And after a shot each or so, Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the right, and it's a forehand winner. 30-15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve just out, so second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve. Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand, returns to the right with depth, and then Andrey Rublev returns, and forehand Grigor Dimitrov with depth. Andrey Rublev turns, and forehand struck with depth a bit further forward to the right by Grigor Dimitrov. Dimitrov towards net, and then Andrey Rublev with a backhand shot return hits the net a bit. So 30-all on this Andrey Rublev service game. All on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve central depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice turn, and then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the left, but just out. So break point for Grigor Dimitrov on this Andrey Rublev service game. 30-40. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, just hits net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve. Grigor Dimitrov forehand returns to right. Andrey Rublev backhand left. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice turn. Andrey Rublev a bit further forward, strikes a forehand to left with a bit of depth. And Grigor Dimitrov with a slice backhand return to the left, just hits the net. So juice on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with serve central depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice turn. Andrey Rublev strikes forehand, ball striking. Backhand Andrey Rublev, backhand slice Grigor Dimitrov. And then Andrey Rublev with a backhand to the left, just hits the net. So break point for Grigor Dimitrov on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just out. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre wide the box, clips top net and bounces. So retake and second serve, Andrey Rublev wide serve, backhand slice with depth by Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev turns, then forehand ball striking. Grigor Dimitrov forehand. Andrey Rublev backhand to the left. Backhand slice Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev forehand. Grigor Dimitrov backhand. Andrey Rublev forehand. Grigor Dimitrov backhand to the right. Andrey Rublev backhand to left with a bit of depth. Grigor Dimitrov slice backhand return. But then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the left, but just out. And a breaker serve on return, a serve for Grigor Dimitrov. And it's on serve in the second set. Grigor Dimitrov. Grigor Dimitrov service game. On serve in the second set. Grigor Dimitrov service game. On serve in the second set. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve, a wide serve just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov. They serve centre of the box, a bit of depth. Andrey Rublev forehand. Return to right, a bit of depth. Grigor Dimitrov slice backhand and forehand to forehand ball striking, a bit of depth, and then Grigor Dimitrov a backhand drop shot to the right, and Andrey Rublev is onto it with striking a forehand to the right, and it's in. Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand winner to the right. Love 15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve with depth. Andrey Rublev backhand slice return to the centre, a bit out. So 15-all. Serve with depth from Grigor Dimitrov on that last point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre with depth. Andrey Rublev backhand return, and Grigor Dimitrov forehand. And after two shots each or so, the Andrey Rublev with the last shot of the rally strikes a forehand to the left, and it's a forehand winner from Andrey Rublev. 15-30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Forehand winner struck to the left by Andrey Rublev on that point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre with depth, and Andrey Rublev a forehand return to the right just hits the net. So 30-all on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve, wide serve, and an ace for Grigor Dimitrov. And it's 40-30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace. And that service game is held, so on serve in the second set. $15-love. Andrey Rublev service game. 15-love. Andrey Rublev just won a point. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the right. Wide serve by Andrey Rublev. Just out, so second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve that clips top net and bounces a bit out. So double fault and 15-all on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just out, so second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, and Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand return to the right, just hits the net. So 30-15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, just hits the net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve to centre of the box. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice turns left with depth, but just out. So 40-15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre box depth. Grigor Dimitrov strikes forehand return depth, and Andrey Rublev forehand to the right. Grigor Dimitrov turns and forehand Andrey Rublev. And Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the right, and it's a winner. 40-30, forehand winner on that point from Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace, and that service game is held on serve in the second set. So Grigor Dimitrov service game on serve in the second set. Grigor Dimitrov service game on serve in the second set. Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box, just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre box with depth, and forehand return by Andrey Rublev to the right, just out. So 15-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. 15-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. And Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace. So 30-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. An ace from Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre. A central serve on that point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box depth. Andrey Rublev returns to depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand with depth. Andrey Rublev backhand return with depth. And then after one shot each or so, Andrey Rublev forehand to the right and Grigor Dimitrov forehand to the left. And then Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to the left, just out. So 40-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a very wide serve. Andrey Rublev backhand return to the left, just out. Serve with depth. So serve with depth by Grigor Dimitrov on that point, with a wide serve with depth. So second set tie break. Andrey Rublev with a serve, clips top of net and bounces. So retaken serve for Andrey Rublev on the first point of the tie break in the second set. Andrey Rublev They serve center the box depth. Grigor Dimitrov forehand return with depth, and then Andrey Rublev turns, and forehand to forehand ball striking. Backhand Grigor Dimitrov center, and Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to the right with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov the forehand return shot to the right, a bit out. So 1-0 Andrey Rublev, the first point of the tie break in the second set. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre of the box, just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box, but just hits the net, and it's a double fault. So Andrey Rublev leads the tie break in this second set. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve, the wide serve just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre, but depth. Andrey Rublev backhand return to the left, and Grigor Dimitrov strikes forehand to the right with depth, and then Andrey Rublev with a backhand to the right, but just hits the net. So 2-1 Andrey Rublev in the tie break, in this second set tie break. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace. So an ace from Andrey Rublev without serve. So 3-1 Andrey Rublev in the tie break in the second set. 3-1 in the tie break to Andrey Rublev. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just out. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre. Grigor Dimitrov backhand turn. Andrey Rublev with forehand struck to left with depth. Grigor Dimitrov turns, and backhand Andrey Rublev. Backhand Grigor Dimitrov right. Backhand Andrey Rublev to left, and Grigor Dimitrov backhand. Andrey Rublev with forehand to the left. Grigor Dimitrov turns. Backhand Andrey Rublev. Forehand Grigor Dimitrov. Backhand Andrey Rublev. Backhand slice Grigor Dimitrov. And then a bit further forward, Andrey Rublev strikes forehand. Grigor Dimitrov turns, and Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to the right with depth. Grigor Dimitrov returns. After a shot each or so, Andrey Rublev backhand. Then Grigor Dimitrov forward, strikes a forehand to the right, and it's a winner. Forehand winner struck to the right by Grigor Dimitrov. On that point. Longest rally of the match at this point. On the point just played. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve with depth. Andrey Rublev backhand turn, but then a bit further forward. Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the left, and it's a winner. 3-0 in the tie break in the second set. 3-0 in the tie break. Three 3-0 in the tie break in the second set. Three-0 in the tie break in the second set. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve with depth, and Andrey Rublev with a forehand slice return to the right, but just hits the net. So 4-3 Grigor Dimitrov in the tie break in the second set. A serve with a bit of depth wide on that point from Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev serving this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre of the box, just hits the net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre of the box. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice down to left. Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to left with depth. Grigor Dimitrov strikes forehand. Return with depth. And Andrey Rublev forehand. Grigor Dimitrov slice backhand. And again. And Andrey Rublev with a forehand struck to the left, but it's a bit out. And 5-3 Grigor Dimitrov in the tie break in the second set. Andrey Rublev struck forehands with depth to the right, but Grigor Dimitrov returned with backhand slices with depth from those Andrey Rublev forehands. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre with depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice down. Andrey Rublev a bit further forward, strikes a forehand to the right with depth, and then Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand return to the right, and Andrey Rublev with a forehand volley at the net. Just hits the net, and it's 6-3 Grigor Dimitrov in the tie break in the second set. And it's 3 set points for Grigor Dimitrov for potentially a 2-sets-to-love lead in this match. Grigor Dimitrov returning well with the backhand slice in this match. More on the point pre to the one just played. Another points in this match, but still. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve and 3 set points. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre with depth. Andrey Rublev forehand returns to left, but then Grigor Dimitrov a bit further forward, strikes a forehand to the right, and it's a winner. And Grigor Dimitrov leads by 2-sets-to-love. So third set, first service game of the third set is a Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov leads the match by 2-sets-to-love. Grigor Dimitrov service game, the first service game of the third set. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve just out, so second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve with a bit of depth, and Andrey Rublev a forehand return to the right, but just hits the net. So 15-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre with depth, and Andrey Rublev a forehand return to the right, a bit out. So 30-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Serve with depth on that point with a central serve by Grigor Dimitrov. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre with depth again, and Andrey Rublev a backhand return with depth. Grigor Dimitrov forehand to the right, but then Andrey Rublev strikes a backhand to the right, and it's a winner. 30-15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game, rather. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve just hits the net, so second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve just out, so double fault, and 30-all on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a central serve, Andrey Rublev backhand return after a shot each or so. Grigor Dimitrov forehand to left with a bit of depth, and Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to the right with depth. Grigor Dimitrov turns, and Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to the left with depth from Grigor Dimitrov for a backhand return after a shot each or so. Andrey Rublev forehand a bit further forward to the left with depth, and then Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand return to the right, and then Andrey Rublev with a backhand volley to the right after out of the net, but it hits the net a bit. 40-30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve, with a central serve just out, so second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre box, Andrey Rublev forehand return with depth, and then Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand return, Andrey Rublev forehand with depth to the left. Grigor Dimitrov returns with a backhand to the left, and then Grigor Dimitrov with a forehand to the right, struck with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov with a forehand return to the right, but just hits the net. So juice on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a centre to wide serve box, clips off net and bounces just out, so second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, a bit of depth, Andrey Rublev backhand return. Grigor Dimitrov strikes front to right, bit of depth, Andrey Rublev turns backhand side, Grigor Dimitrov. And Andrey Rublev strikes a backhand to the right, but just out. So a point for Grigor Dimitrov to potentially hold this service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre of the box, bit of depth, Andrey Rublev backhand return, bit of depth, forehand, Grigor Dimitrov backhand, bit of depth from Andrey Rublev backhand slice, Grigor Dimitrov forehand, bit of depth from Andrey Rublev, Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice, bit of depth from Andrey Rublev, forehand, bit of depth, forehand to forehand, ball striking with depth of two shots each, but the last forehand from Grigor Dimitrov is a bit out, So juice on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve, just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. And Grigor Dimitrov with a serve. Serve with depth. Andrey Rublev flying return with bit of depth. Flying with bit of depth from Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev turns with depth. Flying with depth from Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev turns with depth again. But Grigor Dimitrov flying with depth. Andrey Rublev turns. Backhand side Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev turns. Andrey Rublev striking the ball with a bit of depth. And then a bit further forward. Hits a forehand to left with depth. And Grigor Dimitrov returns. But then a backhand volley to the right, just by the net, by Andrey Rublev at the net. And it's a winner. Break point for Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serves to central depth. Andrey Rublev turns, then back onto the right by Grigor Dimitrov, just hits the net. So Andrey Rublev leads the third set with a breaker serve. So Andrey Rublev service game, next service game. Andrey Rublev leads the third set with a breaker serve. And Grigor Dimitrov leads the match by 2 sets to love. So, Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev leads the third set with a breaker serve. Andrey Rublev serves to the centre. Grigor Dimitrov a backhand return to the centre, but just hits the net. So 15 love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve with depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice turn a bit further forward. Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to the right. Grigor Dimitrov turns and volley from Andrey Rublev clips top of net and over. And Grigor Dimitrov returns with a lob shot to the left with a backhand lob, but just out. So 30 love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a central serve with depth. Grigor Dimitrov turns and backhand slice Andrey Rublev. Forehand, ball striking. And Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the right, and it's a winner. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just hits the net. So second serve. 40 love on this Andrey Rublev service game. And Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just hits the net. So double fault and 40-15. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre with depth from Grigor Dimitrov. A backhand slice return just hits the net. So that service game is held. And Andrey Rublev maintains the breaker serve lead in the third set. Fourth round of the US Open tennis, Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov leads this match by 2-0, and Andrey Rublev with a lead in the third set with a breaker serve. Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to center, just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to center, a bit of depth. Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to left with depth on the return, but just out. So 15-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to center, just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the center, bit of depth. Andrey Rublev forehand return, bit of depth. Grigor Dimitrov slice backhand stroke by Andrey Rublev. Grigor Dimitrov turns a shot each also. Andrey Rublev backhand to the right, and then Grigor Dimitrov returns with backhand drop shot to the right, but just out. So 15-all on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. On this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve, clips top of net and bounces just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov will serve to the center with depth just out and double fault. (15:30) on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov, they serve center with depth. Andrey Rublev fine return with depth to the right. Struck with depth to the right on that return by Andrey Rublev, and Grigor Dimitrov with backhand return shot to the left. Just hits the net, so 2 break points for Andrey Rublev, potentially for a double break lead in this third set. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the center, just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve center serve, bit of depth. Andrey Rublev turns, bit of depth. Backhand slice, a bit of depth for Grigor Dimitrov to the left, and then Andrey Rublev a backhand return to the right, just hits the net. So break point Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game, 30-40. Grigor Dimitrov just struck a backhand winner to the right on a point. So juice on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve center with depth. Andrey Rublev backhand return with depth to the right. Grigor Dimitrov turns and Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to the right with depth. And Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand return shot to the right just hits the net. So break point for Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the center with depth, and Andrey Rublev with a forehand return to the left just hits the net. So juice on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. On that point, a serve to the center with depth by Grigor Dimitrov. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve with depth just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve center box depth. Andrey Rublev forehand returns to the right, bit of depth, and Grigor Dimitrov returns with depth, and then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the left just out. So a point for potentially to hold this service game on the next point for Grigor Dimitrov. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve towards wide, but just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve. Andrey Rublev backhand turn, and Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand to the right, and it's a backhand winner. That service game is held. Andrey Rublev leads the third set with a breaker serve. Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev leads in the third set with a breaker serve. Andrey Rublev service game in the next service game in this third set. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre with depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice turn with depth. Andrey Rublev forehand to left with a bit of depth. Forehand to forehand ball striking with depth of 2 shots each. Andrey Rublev then strikes a forehand to the right, but just out. So love 15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve with a bit of depth, and Grigor Dimitrov a backhand slice return to the right, but just hits the net. So 15 all on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace. So 30-15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre of the box, just out. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve with a wide serve. Grigor Dimitrov backhand return with depth. One shot each or so. Andrey Rublev and Grigor Dimitrov forehand ball striking. And then after a shot with depth by Andrey Rublev to the left, Grigor Dimitrov returns with a backhand slice to the right, but just out. So 40-15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, and it's an ace. And that service game is held. So Andrey Rublev maintains the breaker serve lead in the third set. Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve with depth. Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand return to the right, a bit out. So 15 love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box with depth, and a backhand return by Andrey Rublev just hits the net. So 30 love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre of the box, and Andrey Rublev strikes one return depth, and then backhand drop shot there by Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev strikes return with depth, and then a forehand shot from Grigor Dimitrov, but then out net, Andrey Rublev a backhand volley to the left, and it's a winner. 30-15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre with depth, and Andrey Rublev strikes forehand return, but just hits the net. So 40-15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to centre, just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with serve centre, a bit of depth, and then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand return with a race to the right. 40-30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve, just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box, just hits the net, so double fault and deuce on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve towards the centre of the box, just hits net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Deuce on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box, just hits the net. So double fault and break point for Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace. So deuce on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre with depth, and Andrey Rublev gets a bit of backhand racket line, but can't get it much further. Serve with depth from Grigor Dimitrov on that point. So a point for Grigor Dimitrov to potentially hold this service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve just out, so second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve, and Andrey Rublev back on turn, bit of depth, back on slice Grigor Dimitrov with depth, and then forehand ball striking with depth. And Andrey Rublev a forehand to the left, struck with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov a backhand slice return to the right, just hits the net. So deuce on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to centre, clips off net and bounces, so let first serve. Retaken serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov, the wide serve, clips off net and bounces again, so another retaken serve on this point with the first serve for Grigor Dimitrov. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve with depth. Andrey Rublev with a forehand return with depth. And then Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand to the right, just out. So break point for Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve with depth. Andrey Rublev back up a bit further forward. Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the left, and it's a winner. Juice on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve towards the centre of the box, just its net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve, wide serve just out, so double fault. And break point for Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the box. And Andrey Rublev returns the serve with a backhand to left, and then Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand to left just hits the net. So Andrey Rublev leads the third set with a double break. Andrey Rublev service game. 15-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to centre, and it's an ace. So 30-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev leading in the third set of a double break. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve and another ace. So 40-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre and 3 aces in a row. That service game is held. Double break lead maintained for Andrey Rublev in the third set. Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve depth. Andrey Rublev forehand slice down. Grigor Dimitrov strikes the backhand to left a bit further forward depth, and then Andrey Rublev a backhand return and a Forehand half volley by Grigor Dimitrov to the right, near the net, but just hits the net. So love 15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre with depth. Andrey Rublev prime return. Grigor Dimitrov with backhand struck to left, just hits the net. So love 30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve depth. Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand return with depth, but then Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the left, and it's a winner. 15-30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve. Wide serve depth. Andrey Rublev returns with depth, and then Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand to the right, just out. So 2 set points for Grigor Dimitrov to maybe potentially have this match at 2-1. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve with depth, and Andrey Rublev with a forehand shot return, but can't get it that little bit further towards over the net. So 30-40 and set point for Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve, just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre box with depth. Andrey Rublev backhand turn, backhand slice. Grigor Dimitrov forehand to the right, struck with depth by Andrey Rublev. Grigor Dimitrov returns, and then Andrey Rublev a forehand to the right, struck with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand to the right, but hits the net a bit. Game and third set, Andrey Rublev. So 2-1 to Grigor Dimitrov. So 2-1 to Grigor Dimitrov. Start of the fourth set. Andrey Rublev service game. 15-love. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just hits the net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve. And Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand return to the right, but a bit out, so 30 love. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace. 40 love. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, and it's an ace, and that service game is held. So, on serve at the start of the fourth set. Grigor Dimitrov. Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve, and it's an ace. 15 love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, just out, so second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre. Andrey Rublev backhand turn, backhand with a bit of depth by Grigor Dimitrov, and Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the left, just out. So 30 love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, just hits net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre with depth. Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand return with depth to the right, but just out. So 40 love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace, and that service game is held on serve in the fourth set. Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with serve to centre with depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice turn with depth. Andrey Rublev strikes one to the right with depth. Backhand slice turn with depth by Grigor Dimitrov. One shot each also. Backhand with depth from Andrey Rublev. Returned by Grigor Dimitrov. Backhand to backhand ball striking with depth. Andrey Rublev with forehand with depth to the right. Grigor Dimitrov returns with a shot to the left, and then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the right, just out. So love 15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, just out. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve. Grigor Dimitrov slice backhand return with depth. One shot each or so, and Andrey Rublev a forehand to the right with depth. Backhand Grigor Dimitrov. Backhand to backhand ball striking. Second backhand Grigor Dimitrov. Forehand Andrey Rublev. Backhand Grigor Dimitrov. Forehand Andrey Rublev again. And then Grigor Dimitrov with a forehand struck to the right with depth, and Andrey Rublev a forehand shot return to the right, a bit out. So love 30 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, clips off net and bounces, so let first serve. So retaken serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just out, so second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, a bit of depth. Grigor Dimitrov, forehand structure right with depth, and then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the right, just out. So 3 break points for Grigor Dimitrov on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve depth. Grigor Dimitrov slice backhand turn a bit further forward. Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the left with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov a forehand return just hits the net. So 15-40, 2 break points for Grigor Dimitrov on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just hits the net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre with depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice for a bit of depth. One shot each or so. And Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand shot to the left. Just out with the last shot of that rally. So break point Grigor Dimitrov, 30-40 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov gets forehand racket on it but can't get the ball much further, and it's deuce. Serve with depth to the centre by Andrey Rublev on that point. So deuce on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, clips off net and bounces, so let first serve. So retaken serve on this point for Andrey Rublev. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov a forehand return to left, a bit out. Serve with depth on that point from Andrey Rublev, so potentially a point for Andrey Rublev to hold this service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve with a central serve, clips off net and bounces a bit out, so second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a central serve, Grigor Dimitrov backhand return, a bit of depth, Andrey Rublev, then forehand to right with depth, Grigor Dimitrov turns and forehand to forehand ball striking of 2 shots each. Andrey Rublev a third forehand to the left with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov then strikes a forehand to the left with depth. Andrey Rublev a lob return, it's in. Grigor Dimitrov returns forehand, Andrey Rublev backhand slice, Grigor Dimitrov to the left, just out, and that service game is held. So on serve in the 4th set. Grigor Dimitrov service game. On serve in the fourth set. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve, with a wide serve with depth, and Andrey Rublev with a forehand return to the right. A bit out serve. A wide serve with depth from Grigor Dimitrov on that point. So 15-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. On serve in the fourth set. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve depth. Andrey Rublev turns depth. Slice backhand. Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev forehand with depth to left. Grigor Dimitrov returns and forehand. Ball striking with depth. And Andrey Rublev forehand return. Grigor Dimitrov onto it. A short backhand slice to the right. And then Andrey Rublev onto it with a backhand lob to the left, just out. So 30-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a central serve with depth. Andrey Rublev returns with a bit of depth, and then Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the left, just out. So 30-15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve, central serve with depth, and Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand return to the right, just out. So 40-15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to centre, and it's an ace. That service game is held on serve in the fourth set. Andrey Rublev service game. On serve in the fourth set. Andrey Rublev, very wide serve with depth. Grigor Dimitrov strikes forehand, returns left with depth. Andrey Rublev turns and backhand slice Grigor Dimitrov to the right. Andrey Rublev with backhand to the left with a bit of depth. Grigor Dimitrov returns. And then one shot each or so. Andrey Rublev forehand with a bit of depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand to backhand, ball striking. And then Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the left, just out. So 15-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve, just hits the net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre box with depth, and after one shot each or so, Andrey Rublev with forehand with depth to right. Grigor Dimitrov returns to a forehand with depth to the right, but just out. So 30-love. 30-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev, the central serve clips top of net and bounces, so let first serve. So a retaken serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre of depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand block return. Rublev forehand, Dimitrov backhand with a bit of depth to the right, and then Andrey Rublev strikes a backhand to the right, but just hits the net. So 30-15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve just out. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre box. Grigor Dimitrov a backhand slice return with depth, and then after one shot each or so, Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to left, just hits the net. So 30-all on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve just hits the net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a central serve. Grigor Dimitrov forehand return. Andrey Rublev shot clips off net and bounces over. Grigor Dimitrov onto it with a backhand to left. But then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the right. And it's a forehand passing shot winner. Grigor Dimitrov at the net. And Andrey Rublev powers a forehand passing shot to the right. And it's a winner. 40-30 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace. That service game is held on serve in the fourth set. So on serve in the fourth set, Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve, central serve, and then forehand to forehand ball striking. But Grigor Dimitrov's forehand just hits the net. So love 15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre box depth. Andrey Rublev turns. Backhand Andrey Rublev, Grigor Dimitrov forehand, and backhand to backhand ball striking of 2 backhand shots each. 3 backhand shots each. Grigor Dimitrov with a backhand slice after an Andrey Rublev backhand structure right with depth, but Grigor Dimitrov's backhand slice just hits the net. So love 30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve depth. Andrey Rublev forehand block return to the left, just out. So 15-30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve, just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve central box. Andrey Rublev backhand turn. And then a backhand slice to the right from Grigor Dimitrov with depth. And Andrey Rublev with a forehand slice return to the left is a bit out. So 30-all on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, just hits net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box. Andrey Rublev backhand turn forehand. Grigor Dimitrov backhand. Andrey Rublev backhand slice. Grigor Dimitrov with depth. Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to the right with depth. Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand to the left with depth. Andrey Rublev returns forehand. Andrey Rublev backhand slice. Grigor Dimitrov just hits the net. Forehand to the right from Andrey Rublev with a bit of depth, and Grigor Dimitrov with backhand slice return just hits the net. So 30-40 and break point for Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Break point Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. 30-40. Grigor Dimitrov, they serve to centre with depth. Andrey Rublev returns a forehand with depth. After one shot each, so forehand to forehand, ball striking with depth. Grigor Dimitrov returns Andrey Rublev forehand with a forehand slice shot to left. But it's just out, and Andrey Rublev with a breaker serve, and Andrey Rublev leads the fourth set with a breaker serve lead. Is the match potentially 5 sets in this one? Potentially. Andrey Rublev leads in the fourth set with a breaker serve. Andrey Rublev with a forehand with that bit of power on that Andrey Rublev forehand with depth. On that last point, Andrey Rublev service game, and Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace. 15-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, and it's another ace. Second ace in a row. 30-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just hits net. So second serve on this point for Andrey Rublev. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre of the box. And Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand returns left, just hits net. 40-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre of the box depth. Grigor Dimitrov forehand return with depth. Forehand Andrey Rublev, another forehand with depth from Grigor Dimitrov. Backhand return Andrey Rublev. Another shot from Grigor Dimitrov with a shorter backhand volley to left. Andrey Rublev onto it, but then Grigor Dimitrov with the next shot with both players in net with a backhand volley to the right, and it's a winner. Backhand volley winner from Grigor Dimitrov. 40-15. Andrey Rublev with wide serve with depth. Grigor Dimitrov for a forehand return just hits the net, so that service game is held, and Andrey Rublev maintains the breaker serve lead in the fourth set. So, Grigor Dimitrov service game. Andrey Rublev leads in the fourth set with a breaker serve. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve, and it's an ace. Ace for Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve on that point. So 15-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre of the box, just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre of the box. Andrey Rublev backhand turn, backhand to backhand ball strike. Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the right, just out. So 30-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace. 40-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve, and it's an ace. So that service game is held. Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev leads with a breaker serve in the fourth set. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov gets a bit of backhand racket on it, but can't get the ball much further. Serve with depth to the centre on that point from Andrey Rublev. 15-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just out. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve with a bit of depth. Grigor Dimitrov returns with a backhand bit of depth. But Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the right, and it's a winner. 30-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve, clips top net and bounces a bit out. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. 30-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev serve to centre of the box, just out. Double fault, 30-15 on this Andrey Rublev service game, rather. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve with depth. Grigor Dimitrov. Backhand block return is a bit out. Wide serve with depth from Andrey Rublev on that point. And 2 set points for Andrey Rublev to potentially level the match at 2 sets all. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, clips top net and bounces. So retake and serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve with depth. And Grigor Dimitrov with a forehand return to right is a bit out. And the match is level at 2 sets all. Andrey Rublev with the 4th set. And the match is level at 2 sets all. So, in a fifth and final set in this one, 2 sets all, the match is level. Andrey Rublev v Grigor Dimitrov, US Open Tennis. In the 4th round, Grigor Dimitrov with the first service game of the 5th and final set. 15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov wide serve depth. Andrey Rublev forehand return with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand to the right with depth. Andrey Rublev turns, but then Grigor Dimitrov a bit further forward strikes a backhand to the right, and it's a winner. So 30-15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a centre to wide serve of the box, but just hits net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. And Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre box. Andrey Rublev backhand turn. Backhand slice. Grigor Dimitrov to left with depth. Andrey Rublev forehand to right. Grigor Dimitrov backhand centre bit depth. Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to left with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov with a forehand slice return just hits the net. So 30 all on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre with depth, and Andrey Rublev a bit of backhand racket on it, can't get it much further. So 40-30 central serve with depth from Grigor Dimitrov on that point. So 40-30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the central depth. Andrey Rublev forehand return backhand slice bit of depth from Grigor Dimitrov, forehand to the right from Andrey Rublev with a bit of depth. Then Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand to the right, but just out. So juice on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov a wide serve just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve with depth. Andrey Rublev turns with forehand with depth. And then 2 shots each or so. Andrey Rublev with backhand to the right. Grigor Dimitrov slice backhand, bit of depth to the left. Andrey Rublev forehand. Grigor Dimitrov backhand. Ball striking, bit of depth. Backhand slice. Grigor Dimitrov to the left. And then Andrey Rublev strikes the forehand to the right, clips top of that and bounces out. So potentially a point for Grigor Dimitrov to hold this service game at the start of the 5th and final set. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to centre, and it's an ace, and that service game is held. And it's on serve in the 5th and final set. So, Andrey Rublev service game. Love 15 on this Andrey Rublev service game in the 5th and final set of this US Open tennis match in the 4th round of the US Open Tennis Grand Slam, the 4th tennis Grand Slam tournament of the season. And Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, just hits net. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre of the box, and Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the right on the return of serve, but just out. So 15-all on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace. Ace for Andrey Rublev on that point. So 30-15, 19 aces from serves from Andrey Rublev and 14 for Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, and it's an ace, 40-15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve, just out, so second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre. Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the right with depth on the return serve, and Andrey Rublev with a backhand lob term, and then an overhead smash just by net by Grigor Dimitrov to the left, and it's a winner. 40-30 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice return with depth. Grigor Dimitrov with backhand return from Andrey Rublev forehand, and one shot each. So Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to the left with depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice right, and Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the right with depth. And Grigor Dimitrov with a forehand slice return. It's a bit out, and that service game is held on serve in the fifth and final set. So, Grigor Dimitrov service game on serve in the fifth and final set of this one. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box, clips off net and bounces. So let first serve. So retaken serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this serve on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre with depth. Andrey Rublev backhand return to the right. Just out. So 15-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Central serve with depth for Grigor Dimitrov on that point. 15-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre of the box depth. Andrey Rublev turns a bit depth. Backhand slice to backhand slice. Backhand slice from Grigor Dimitrov. Then Andrey Rublev with forehand to the right, bit of depth. Forehand, ball striking with depth. One shot each or so, and Andrey Rublev with a forehand to left. Grigor Dimitrov with a slice backhand to the right. Andrey Rublev forehand to the left. Backhand slice Grigor Dimitrov. Backhand Andrey Rublev. Backhand Grigor Dimitrov to the right. Backhand Andrey Rublev to left. Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand left for a bit of depth. Andrey Rublev turns. And then a backhand drop shot left by Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev onto it. The forehand. Grigor Dimitrov with a lob shot. And with a bit of depth, Andrey Rublev with a return shot, but can't get the ball a bit further towards over the net. And it's 30-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre to the box with depth, and Andrey Rublev strikes forehand, returns to the right, a bit out. So 40-love, a serve centre to the box with a bit of depth for Grigor Dimitrov on that point. 40-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov serve centre to the box depth. Andrey Rublev backhand return depth. Grigor Dimitrov with backhand with depth. One shot each or so, and Andrey Rublev for a forehand. Struck to the left with depth after a Grigor Dimitrov backhand drop shot, but Andrey Rublev's forehand is just out, and that service game is held on serve in the fifth and final set. On serve in the fifth and final set, Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev reserves the centre, just hits net, so second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre, a bit of depth. Grigor Dimitrov for return, back on Andrey Rublev, back on Grigor Dimitrov, a bit of depth left. And Andrey Rublev strikes for him with depth to the left. And Grigor Dimitrov for a forehand returns to the right, a bit out. So 15-love on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve just hits net, so second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve just hits net, so a double fault, and 15-all. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre with depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice bit of depth. Andrey Rublev strikes fine to the right with depth. Grigor Dimitrov with backhand slice turn to the left, just out. So 30-15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev. Andrey Rublev with a serve, with a wide serve just out. So second serve for Andrey Rublev on this point. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve. Grigor Dimitrov forehand return depth, and Andrey Rublev forehand to left. Grigor Dimitrov with forehand bit of depth, and then Andrey Rublev with backhand to left, just out. So 30-15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. $30-all on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev, they serve centre box depth. Grigor Dimitrov returns. Backhand, Andrey Rublev, backhand slice, Grigor Dimitrov bit of depth. Forehand to right by Andrey Rublev. And then Grigor Dimitrov strikes a backhand winner to the right. 30-40 and break point for Grigor Dimitrov on this Andrey Rublev service game. And a backhand winner struck to the right by Grigor Dimitrov on that point. Andrey Rublev, they serve to the centre of depth. Grigor Dimitrov for a forehand returns to right. And Andrey Rublev strikes fine to the right with depth. Grigor Dimitrov returns to depth after one shot each or so. Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the left, but it's a bit out. And Grigor Dimitrov with a break of serve on return. And Grigor Dimitrov leads the fifth and final set with a break of serve lead. Grigor Dimitrov service game. 15-love. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to central depth. Andrey Rublev turns with forehand depth to the right. And Grigor Dimitrov with backhand to left. And then Andrey Rublev with backhand return just hits the net. So 30-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. In this competitive match, US Open Tennis Grand Slam tournament in the fourth round. 2 sets all. Andrey Rublev and Grigor Dimitrov. Grigor Dimitrov leads the fifth and final set with a break of serve lead. 30-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve just out, so second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre box with a bit of depth, and then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand return but just hits the net. So 40-love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve, with a central serve, but just hits the net. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. And Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre. And Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to the right with a bit of power. Bit of power on that Andrey Rublev forehand, and a forehand winner return ace to the right, with return off a Grigor Dimitrov serve from Andrey Rublev. 40-15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace for Grigor Dimitrov to hold that service game, and Grigor Dimitrov maintains the breaker serve lead in the fifth and final set. Andrey Rublev service game. Love 15. Andrey Rublev service game. Grigor Dimitrov leads the fifth and final set with a breaker serve in a competitive fourth round US Open tennis match at the fourth tennis Grand Slam of the season. It's 15-all on this Andrey Rublev service game. Grigor Dimitrov leading the fifth and final set with a breaker serve. So 15-all on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a wide serve depth. Grigor Dimitrov for return. Andrey Rublev then strikes a forehand to the right, and it's a winner. 30-15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to central depth. Grigor Dimitrov strikes one, return depth. Andrey Rublev turns, and then Grigor Dimitrov strikes fine to the right, just hits the net. So 40-15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre box depth. Grigor Dimitrov backhand slice turn, bit of depth. Andrey Rublev forehand. Grigor Dimitrov backhand, and then Andrey Rublev strikes a forehand to left, and it's a winner. That service game is held. Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov leading the fifth and final set of a breaker serve. Grigor Dimitrov with a Serve to center with depth, Andrey Rublev, backhand return, bit of depth. Forehand, Grigor Dimitrov, backhand, bit of depth from Andrey Rublev, backhand return, Grigor Dimitrov. Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to left with depth, Grigor Dimitrov slice, backhand turn. Andrey Rublev, another forehand strikes to left with depth, Grigor Dimitrov, another backhand slice turn, one shot each or so. And then Andrey Rublev with a forehand winner, struck to the right. And it's love 15 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. 18 winners from forehands for Andrey Rublev in this match and 11 for Grigor Dimitrov. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to centre box depth, Andrey Rublev backhand return and backhand from Grigor Dimitrov struck to the right with depth, Andrey Rublev with backhand slice turn, one shot each or so. And the last shot of the rally, Andrey Rublev with backhand to left just at the net, so 15 all. So 15-30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre of the box, just out. So second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve, clips top net and bounces. So retake and serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this serve on this point. 15-30 on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve just out and on a second serve, so double fault and 2 break points for Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre depth, Andrey Rublev backhand return to the centre, just out, so 30-40 and break point for Andrey Rublev on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. 30-40. Grigor Dimitrov with serve to the centre of the box, just out, so second serve for Grigor Dimitrov on this point. Grigor Dimitrov with serve to the centre box with and in the centre of the box, and Andrey Rublev with a backhand return just hits the net, so deuce on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov leads with a break of serve in the 5th and final set of this competitive 4th round US Open tennis match, the 4th tennis Grand Slam of the season. Grigor Dimitrov with a wide serve with depth, Andrey Rublev returns with depth, and then 2 shots each or so, and Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to left with a bit of depth, Grigor Dimitrov slice backhand to the right, and Andrey Rublev strikes forehand to the right with depth, Grigor Dimitrov turns with forehand with depth, and after 1 shot each or so, Grigor Dimitrov at net, backhand volley, Andrey Rublev is onto it, just by net, with a backhand to the right, and it's just out, so potentially a point for Grigor Dimitrov to hold this service game. Grigor Dimitrov potentially with a point to hold the service game potentially. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre, and it's an ace to hold that service game, and Grigor Dimitrov maintains the breaker serve lead in the fifth and final set. So Andrey Rublev service game. 30 love. Andrey Rublev with a serve to the centre of the box. It's a second serve and it's double fault. So 30-15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve centre of the box with depth, and Grigor Dimitrov a backhand slice return to the right. Just hits the net. So 40-15 on this Andrey Rublev service game. Andrey Rublev with a serve to centre, and it's an ace to hold that service game. Grigor Dimitrov with the next service game in the fifth and final set. Grigor Dimitrov leading the fifth and final set with a breaker serve lead. Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov leading the fifth and final set with a breaker serve lead. Serving for the match, Grigor Dimitrov. With a serve to the centre with depth, and Andrey Rublev with a backhand return to the right, just out. So 15 love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. A serve with depth to the centre on that last point from Grigor Dimitrov. On the point just played, Grigor Dimitrov with a serve to the centre with depth. Andrey Rublev returns to the forehand with depth. Backhand ball striking forehand. Grigor Dimitrov backhand. Andrey Rublev to the right with depth. Grigor Dimitrov strikes a forehand to the left with depth, and Andrey Rublev for a backhand return to the right just hits the net. 30 love on this Grigor Dimitrov service game. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre box there. Andrey Rublev backhand turning. Grigor Dimitrov a bit down forward. Strikes a forehand winner to the left. And it's 3 match points for Grigor Dimitrov on this Grigor Dimitrov service game at 40 love. 3 match points for Grigor Dimitrov on this Grigor Dimitrov service game in the 5th and final set. Grigor Dimitrov with a serve centre box depth. Andrey Rublev a forehand block return with depth and in, and one shot each or so. Andrey Rublev with forehand to right. Grigor Dimitrov with backhand to left. Andrey Rublev with forehand to left. Forehand ball striking. Forehand to right with depth from Andrey Rublev. Grigor Dimitrov returns with a backhand slice, and then out of net, a drive backhand volley from Andrey Rublev to the left. Just hits the net. Game, set and match. Grigor Dimitrov, and Grigor Dimitrov wins in 5 sets by 3 sets to 2.